Hello all, welcome to part 18, and after lots of tedious wandering around checking out the routes surrounding Pastoria City, and of course we checked out Pastoria City itself, we're going to take on the gym. We're going to take on the gym leader, Crusher Wake. Oh, if you remember in Pokemon Platinum, your rival was kind of like going on about how, I think he was going on about how Wake was his mentor and he was going to be Wake's apprentice and shit. But I think that was only in Platinum. I don't think that's a thing in Diamond or Pearl. So I certainly don't remember it. Just going to switch around items because really I want my guys to be prepared. But to be honest, I think this gym gave me less grief than Maylene's gym did. Probably because the levels of my Pokemon are a fair bit higher here. But, yeah. So the whole thing with this gym is all about water levels. It's all about raising the water levels, lowering the water levels. Wow. I'm pretty sure that this isn't the only Nintendo game to do this. There's a whole ton of water type trainers, and I highly recommend fighting them all because once you've beaten Wake, you will not get the opportunity to fight these trainers again. And, well, it's all about grinding, isn't it? All about getting your levels up there, making sure you're perfectly capable when the time comes to fight the actual gym leader himself. And obviously the Pokemon are going to be a fair bit stronger here in the gym than the ones that we've been battling out in the open. Not only because I went the wrong fucking way round, but because it's generally what you would expect from gym, trainers that are in the gym. Not a whole lot more, but Tuba Jackie. So the whole thing with this gym is that there's buttons that you need to press to raise and lower the water levels, and that's how you get around in this gym. So yeah, it's not really all that puzzling. It's quite simple to work out, in all honesty. At least I've never really had any troubles getting through this gym. It's pretty straightforward generally where you gotta go. Oh, Barboach. Jelly's nearly at level 32, which is good. He could have got to level 32 the last fight, but it's just stopped right before. It's bullcrap. Well, that's not going to do much. Apart from, lower my accuracy, which is stupid. But nothing stops the almighty Jelly. Right. That takes care of another trainer. But yeah, like I say, just keep hitting the buttons. Don't want to hit that button because that will lower the water back down to where it was. The blue buttons will raise the water all the way. The orange buttons, I think, lowers the water all the way. And I think the green buttons are like the in-betweeny sort of level. In-betweeny sort of level. Oh, Wingull. Wingull is a Pokemon that I'd quite like to add to my team. And I'm gonna, spoiler alert, I do add one of these to my team later on. It is another water flying type, like Gyarados, but unlike Gyarados, it can actually use flying type moves, like Fly, which will be more than handy for getting around. I mean, I know that Wingulls and that evolutionary line is generally not considered to be the greatest, but I don't care. I like being able to fly around without having to go into the, you know, the PC and getting a slave out and then faffing around that way. Ugh. But Wingulls generally aren't that tough to bring down. Oh man. I'm gonna pluck the fuck out of you, you fucker. Ha! You didn't like that, did you? I have the shell bell on Mumble still, I think. So, I'm not worried. My penguin can handle just about anything. Right. Right, I think I ought to switch Jelly out from the front because Jelly's gotten quite enough screen time, I think. And basically every time you raise or lower the water level, you know, the little planks of wood will also raise and lower so you can use them to get across things. And that's really the whole point of the whole water lowering, raising and lowering thing. Azurill isn't even a water type. It's a normal type. Granted, it evolves into a water type later on, but Azurill is a normal type. A normal type and a water type gym, I ask you. Never mind. Let's finish this off quickly, get a chance to show off Ice Fang. If Azurill was a water type, Ice Fang wouldn't do anywhere near as much, and it still didn't do much anyway. Is this for mocking the fact that you're a normal type? Is that why you did that to me? Well, guess what? You still can't beat the power of Luigi. Marl. Okay, now we're looking at proper water types. Yeah. We'll go over to Mumble because Mumble's got Grass Knot. Though Grass Knot won't do as much to Marl, I don't think, because Grass Knot dishes out more damage based on the weight of the Pokemon that you're fighting. Marl does not weigh a lot, if I remember rightly. I mean, it may look fat and pudgy, but it's tiny as well, so it's generally not going to weigh very much. Now, if I was up against a Pokemon that weighed a ton, on the other hand, that would hurt. Grass Knot would really, really hurt. So it's just one of those moves that it depends, really. Miss me! Okay. Righty-ho. I'm not too much, love. I'm just too good. Right, over here's another fisherman. God, there's quite a lot of trainers in this gym, aren't there? More so than what there are in other gyms, from what I can remember rightly. But I suppose the next gym is going to make up for that somewhat. And you'll see what I mean when we get to it. And look, it's a pretty little Goldeen! Yeah, that's not funny. It's not funny anymore. In fact, it probably never was funny. Shut the fuck up. Well, okay. Goldeen knows Supersonic. That could potentially pose a problem if it confuses. But it missed, so no problem. Secret power looks different depending on which area you're in. I think that can also reflect on how much damage it dishes out as well. And oh my god, he's got a Gyarados. That's not fair, going from a little tiny Goldeen to a Gyarados. That's mean. Flat out mean. I don't like you anymore. Mind you, what am I complaining for? Wake's got a Gyarados. Ugh. I don't think it bloody matters what I hit it with. Nothing's really going to be strong enough to bring it down. And don't ask what happened here. I think it just froze. I'll have to skip ahead to a point where it actually unfreezes. And it was right when I beat the Gyarados and the Barboach. I do not know what happened there. This normally is not a very common thing to happen when I record with my capture device. Well, at least the game didn't crash, it didn't fucking record the image. So there are two buttons over here, but I wouldn't recommend pressing them, because then you're just trapping yourself. You want to press this button down here. And now we can go down here, go up these steps, fight this last trainer, and then we can go and fight Crash Awake, the gym leader. He's got a Shellos. Doi. I'm not even remotely worried. It's only a Shellos. And that's not going to do anything to Luigi. And Shellos bites the dust. Knew it would. And he's also got a Wingull. Okay. I don't really need to switch out whether for a Wingull, but well, why the hell not? I've got nothing really that can counter water flying types, so it's just a case of making do with what I've got. Okay. Mumble. Do your thing. You know, when the Wingull decides to move first. Ugh. Why did it have to be faster? Pluck the fucker. Pluck it into oblivion. Ah! Critical hit. Okay. Oh, I love Shell Bell. Okay, now he's got another Shellos. Well, we shouldn't have any problems with that. It's only a Shellos. Look at it. Mr. Smiley Pants. Okay, Pluck doesn't do anywhere near as much to Shellos, so I'm presuming that means Shellos is a lot more defensive. Wingulls are pretty shit defensively. I know that it sounds strange considering I said that I would like one on my team, just like I can use flying type moves, but I don't care. I don't care. I'll give the weaklings a chance. Power to the weaklings. Okay. Didn't like the fact that he had to crit hit me, but well, it could be worse. One more hit should kill you. And then all I have to do is face Wake. But just to clarify, I will be going to heal first because I don't particularly see the point in just charging straight in. I like to make sure I'm fully healed up before I face the gym leader, even if it means I have to go through the puzzle again. It's not really a hard puzzle, so who the hell cares? So you just press this button, everything raises up, and yes, I did mean to do that. Like I said, I'm going to heal, and then I will be back to fight another day. But yeah, this is quick and easy to get back. quick and easy way to get back to the beginning. I'll see you in a minute. Okay, let's fight Wake. We're working out how to get back to him. Well, there's no working out how to get back to him, it's easy. But for those of you who just couldn't be fucked to watch through all the training battles and just want to figure out how to get to Wake, this is the quick and easy way of doing it. Yeah, don't ask, I'm just kind of faffing around here. Green bottles, bottles, not bottles. Green buttons, middle level. Orange buttons, lower level. Blue buttons, higher level. Really easy. And I can't say I blame you if you did skip past all the trainer battles, because let's face it, they're not exactly the most interesting things in the world to watch. I do kind of appreciate the gym puzzles that they include though. They're kind of interesting. Okay, so now we're at Wake. Obviously you want to make sure that you're prepared. And this is going to be a slightly more difficult fight for me because I'm going up against a guy who also uses the same type of Pokemon that I do. So I use water types, he uses water types. Bar from a few moves that I've got on a couple of my Pokemon, I don't really have any specific advantage against this guy. So I will say Crasher Wake seems to be quite the character. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Watson in the 3rd generation Pokemon games, but you know, half naked and wearing a mask. But he's just as joyful. So he starts out with Gyarados, level 27, and I really have nothing in particular that's going to bring this thing down quick, so I'm just going to kind of have to make do with what I have. I'm going to just inflict the power of Luigi on him and pray that Luigi's awesomeness is enough to pull us through. It should be. I mean, Luigi's like a good 5-6 levels higher than it, so we should be okay. As I say, I'm pretty sure you could potentially take on Pastoria Gym before Veilstone Gym if you wanted to. I just chose to go with Veilstone because I thought it would be the easier option. Because I did have a couple of flying type moves in my arsenal. And I fucking hate you, Wake. Obviously, you know, both gyms are pretty tough, I think. But I found this one easier, probably because I did, you know, I got a lot more levels on my Pokemon. If I had gone around both the routes first thing, I probably would have been more than capable of taking on both gyms, you know, back to back. But that would have been boring, fighting both gyms back to back. I'm so glad Wake did not heal this. That takes out that Gyarados. I thought that was going to be a bigger problem than what it actually was. Quagsire, however, is not going to be an issue at all. I'm just going to switch over to Mumble and let Mumble do the work with the Grass Knot. Quagsire is a water ground type, so it is quad weak to grass type moves. And unlike Gyarados, where I don't have anything specific to hit it hard, by the way, electric type moves, brings it down very easily, because Gyarados is quad weak to electric. But seriously, Quagsire goes down so quickly to grass type moves. Even to friggin' Grass Knot. Brine. I think Brine is pretty good if I remember rightly. Brine, I think, dishes out more damage if one or the other's under half health or something. I can't remember exactly. But why the hell not? I don't want all my team to have used the same water type moves, even though Bubble Beam is different, but we'll go with Brine. I'm sticking with Mumble because Floatzel is Wake's strongest at level 30. Floatzel is, you know, just like Lucario for Maylene. It's a level 30 and it's definitely the strongest. I'm going to pluck it just to make sure it has no berries on it. Ah, yes. Ha! Thank you for the healage. See, that's why I like keeping Pluck around. It's handy. It's such a handy move. So, Floatzel is pure water type, so Grass Knot would hit it hard, but I don't know if it'd be hard enough, and I did not expect that to score a critical hit. And now awaiting Wake to heal this thing, because I can just see it bloody coming. Oh man. Grass Knot, yeah. I don't know how heavy Floatzel is though. Okay. Well, if I remember rightly, they only really have 2 potions that they use, so he should not heal again. Die. Oh. Right, that takes care of Floatzel. And by default, that takes care of Wake. That's 4 gym leaders down, 4 to go. Well, that went well. So, he gives us the Fen badge. And what water type move will you be giving me? TM55. Brine, okay. Right, well, I like Wake. He seems a cool guy. But, you know what? We're done in this gym. We're done in Pastoria City for the time being. Well, I say that, but I completely ended up forgetting about picking up Defog from the Safari Zone. What the hell am I doing? I need to press that green button. That's better. Now I can leave the gym. I wish... Right. So that is that. Wow. That actually went quite well. Let's heal up. So I'm probably going to end this part off here because I ended up going back to Heartham City thinking I could take on Fantina straight away, and that is not the case at all. You have to do something else before you can take on Fantina. So next time I will be heading up to Celestic Town, or in that rough direction. No, actually, no, I'll be chasing the Team Galactic Grunt first. So next time I'll be chasing the Team Galactic Grunt and finding out exactly what that fucker's up to. See you then. Ooh, toxic!